How are you all doing? Like we usually do? Today we're going to take a look at a preview of the Pittsburgh Pro 2026, one of the most important competitions happening this year and one of the strongest events of the year. We'll review the competitors in the Open, Classic Physique, and Men's Physique divisions, and I'll share who I think will win and their likely placements. This is the lineup for the Open category. As you can see, it's pretty strong. Here we have Patrick Moore, and I don't know how many times he plans to compete this year. This guy really needs to take a break. We have Krizo again, and this is super interesting because it's going to be a rematch between him and Tonio Burton. Tonin versus Miguel, Part 2. We have Brandon Curry, a Mr. Olympia and Arnold finalist, against Andrew Jacques. We have Habla without Abo Dibu. Come on man, let Baptista rest, since he already competed in the Arnold Brazil. Did they give it again? He doesn't give up? That's some serious perseverance. Very good, Brandon. Perseverance, fight for your dreams. But this time come in shredded, and we have Shazam again, who is also qualified. In fact, almost everyone I've mentioned is qualified. I'll tell you this briefly, we're not going to go over it too much. I think this top 5 will be made up of these 3 men we have here, the ones I'm going to tell you about now. Tonio Burton, he has shown an amazing level at this New York Pro. It's a competition he has already won, and he's going to have to face Krizo again, whom he has already beaten. I think if Tonio does a better job controlling his lower abs when he poses, which is what they've criticized him for, not letting it stick out and all that, and if he comes in a bit sharper, with maybe a little better conditioning, for me, is Tonio going to win again? I think he has an outstanding physique, big, defined, and with much better balance, symmetry, proportions, and aesthetics than Krizo. For me, Tonio would easily have a 40% chance of winning, which is quite a lot. I'll give Krizo a 30%. Okay, I think he can still do something. If he improves his posing a bit, and if Tonio comes in a little worse for whatever reason, or Krizo comes in a bit better, then I think he also has a good chance to take that first place. The Slovak masked monster could easily win Pittsburgh. So I give him a 30 in this top 5. I think we could have that without any problem. Now talking about the man on the right, okay, people already thought he was done. But he's been putting on some incredible performances at the Arnolds. Honestly, right? Is he going to try it now? Look at this, God, he's a monster. And I think he could do really well in this one too. Pittsburgh, with that month of margin he has since the Arnold, he's come in lately bigger than before, more balanced, more defined. If he makes even one more small improvement, another small improvement for this Pittsburgh, he could even be fighting for the win. I'm gonna give him, let's say, a 10% chance of winning. At least I think so, that he'll be in that top 5, no doubt. Brandao is another one of my picks for this year. He had a good showing in the Open division in New York, but the judges criticized him, saying he could have come in more defined and tighter. With that conditioning, he could fight for first place, so we're going to give him a 10% and put him in this top 5. Lastly, I have to give a shout out to Shazam for the extraordinary look he brought to the SE competition here. Pittsburgh Ganado Pittsburgh, which is the one that has won, is the one that consistently brings the best, with good definition. And if he does it again, he could have a place in that top 5, maybe even a chance to win. What I don't like about Shazam are his tiny arms, but aside from that, he's great. Hey, he has huge legs, a good torso, and a good midsection. I'll give him 10% more and put him in the top 5. After that, we'll have Blessing and Patrick in that order, I think, and for me it would be between probably Tonio, but hey, watch out for Crypto. Let's go with the Classic Physique division, which is also going to be super exciting. Look, probably. What a long list. I'm not going to read them one by one, okay? Because it would be too long. Let's keep it brief. The most interesting thing about this list is that we're going to have the rematch between Neal Darwin and Diego Galindo. I'll insert a video of these 2 gentlemen here while I talk about it. They gave the victory to Neal in New York. Having arrived sick and not at 100% conditioning, Diego didn't reach 100% either. Both came out big, they looked aesthetic, they looked very good and posed well, but Diego posed better than Neal. He made a small mistake in the chest pose from the side, and Neal made one from the back. Diego was far superior, and in the poses that Neal won, he only won by a little. Even so, they gave him the victory, so I'm very much afraid that's what's going to happen. Like last year with Terence and Josema, where Josema was bigger, more defined, but the other one was prettier, more aesthetic and more classic. Well, I think it's going to be something similar here, that both are going to be super close, but by a hair they're going to give it to Neal. Here I have no doubts, I don't see anyone else in the running. Okay, I see it between Diego and Neal. I'm going to give 60 to Neal again and 40 to Diego. If it were up to me, it would be more, but seeing how things are, that's just how it is. Something to keep in mind. Also, this guy could still surprise people. Neal already admitted he was disappointed with New York. If he performs better here, he could surprise us. We have Han Park over there, who finished third behind Niall and Diego in New York. We have Murat Khan, who finished fourth and could get back into the top positions. I'll leave the list here for you to see. Okay, you can see we've got some Colombians, some Mexicans, right? It's very interesting. To not make this any longer, let's move on to the men's physique category. I don't usually talk much about men's physique, but here I have to stop and mention it, because this one is going to be strong. There's Aaron Banks, Mr. Olympia, there's Ali Bilal, a guy who's always in the top positions, he's won the Arnold, and he's coming off a win in New York. That showdown will be brutal, very exciting, and like a pre-Olympia. Will it tell us a bit about what's going to happen this time? Is Van Palmyra, who's at a really high level, going to fall, or Holden, who's massive? There's also Victor Chavez, who won the Arnold. You can already see that the competitive lineup in men's is brutal, and it's also going to be very interesting. And finally, I can't find it. This is no longer a competition. Okay, it's an exhibition. There'll be a guest posing where they come out. Samson Dauda, Andrew Jackie, Derek Lansford, Wesley Vices will be there, Mike Sommerfeld, maybe Digno will be there, and Josema has confirmed. And I don't know if there will be anyone else, but there's going to be a show that's going to be better than the competition. I mean, I'm going to watch Pittsburgh just to see that. There we'll see if those classic guys can measure up against the Open, if they can keep up with them, and if they can beat them. It's going to be a pre-Olympia, a preview of the Olympia, and Pittsburgh, along with the Arnold and New York, will probably be among the best events we're going to have this year. So all I can say is don't miss it. I'll bring everything to the channel. Don't worry. 1, 2, 3 videos, however many it takes. This weekend and Monday, stay tuned to the channel. And follow me so you don't miss anything. Who do you think will win? What do you expect the results to be? I'll read your comments. That's all for today. This is Aries YT Bodybuilding signing off. See you next time.